Have you ever just sat and thought, like, there are so many ways to bring in resources? Like, there's so many ways and opportunities to make money. And sometimes it's not even in the form of the dollar bill when you think about money or currency. There's like so many experiences to be had. And when you talk about resources, because, you need resources to get to certain goals, have you ever sat and thought, like, I want my riches to come from the Most High? Or, whatever that entity whatever you call that entity. Have you ever thought about that? And what that looks like is not selling your soul. What that looks like is standing in truth, power, authenticity, being you and really shining your light to the best of your ability. Like being the best that you can be in the moment. And giving love, walking with an open heart, honoring yourself, loving on you, loving on the ones around you, carrying a healthy energy, a deep, subtle knowing that you are protected and blessed, that you are in alignment, that you're flowing with that, Most High, or, within you. Have you ever thought about that? Because it's like, okay, if you have a certain goal and you need a certain amount of money, you can go and do it in many different ways. But have you ever said, you know what? I don't want my riches really to come from man. I want it to come from God, from Allah, the Most High. And I'm saying it like that because I am in the process of asking, like, what do I call that? Because I don't want to offend nobody with their religion. When we use God, it's coming from a certain type of text. When you use Allah, it's coming from a certain text. Even when you say the Most High and, your higher self, these things come from a certain text. And what I'm experiencing is unique to me. So I have to create a word and define that, because it's just totally different than anything I have found in my research. So I say that, and I want you to just go within and see, what I'm talking about. Like, see beyond the word, if that confuses you. But it's like, the universe, God has a way of blessing us when we are in alignment with truth and with our best version, and when we're open, like light, heart light. So as you walk in that truth, as you walk in that power, things start to come your way. I think another spell that we have to release is thinking that the dollar bill is the end all be all blessing to that degree. And I'm talking in form of resources, because of course joy, love, family, friends, like people, great environment, health, those things are valuable. Those things bring you riches, wealth. I'm talking about in a form of resources. When you're attracting resources, it don't always come in the form of a dollar bill. And sometimes we miss blessings because we don't see that this is a blessing and we kind of mismanage it. So sometimes it comes in the form of people. That person at the store you had an attitude with, they could have, you just don't know what could transpire when you walk in truth, when you walk in your light, So you had an attitude with somebody, it's probably because you wasn't walking in your light at that time, And I'm also, I guess I need to say this, it's like, if you think about yourself and you have the goal that you're looking to reach, what does that person look like? Because right now you may be like, I don't have what I want. I'm still working towards that. Obviously there's things I need to work on. I ain't good enough, blah, 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 blah. But you still have that desire to make something happen, right? But you with your goals, vision yourself in your goal. How are you vibrating? How are you expressing yourself? You know what I'm saying? If you're let's say you want to have a business and a great team, you're there. Are you going to have the vibration that you have now? Oh, no, because I'll have something different. Well, you need to start doing that right now. You need to start vibing like you have it. So with the pity parties, complaining about this and that, not engaging or being kind to others, looking at where, oh, I need to do this to get this money. No, how can you give more? And that's another thing that always helps me in my journey. How can you give more is something you can ask yourself. So there's another like principle that it's like when you're giving more, that's how you attract and you receive. So when okay, let me just give you an example. Say, okay, I'm selling these. I wanted to sell these peanuts for $20, and I need to get $20 for these peanuts. $20. Boom. The thing what you can do is, how can I give more value for this product? You know what I'm saying? How can I give more? Like, yeah, I'm giving this for this, but we have to go beyond the direct exchange. Sometimes you have there's too many different messages, because right now it's just talking about sometimes you have a product that you may value this at $20, right? And then somebody comes along and they say, you know what, I have these headphones, I'll trade you. You don't got the $20, I need $20 for that. People be fixated on that. Sometimes you have opportunities, or somebody may have them about to give them away, or they're just like there's signs and symbols, and I want to also say that people need to tap into their creativity. And these things, I'm not going into currency on my part 1 of my book, but I will go into it. And I'm not talking about just financial symbolism. I'm talking about your energy as currency, and just tapping into that more. I get goosebumps. I can't wait. So, I can't wait to get this done. But hey, I asked to be able to get a message, and I'm just grateful. And I'm working towards it every day. This book is going to be so dope. So, yeah. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. What is it? 8 minutes? I feel like I said a lot in 8 minutes. So, I mean, like, the energy I'm feeling right now is like, yes, I can keep going. There's so many things to talk about, but I also want to get to this book, because, like, wow, this about to change lives. And this time, this is what people need. This is what people need to better themselves and to work together better. So yeah, I don't want to go into too many different topics at what, So, it's a rainy day today. So we're just chilling. And yeah, I made some kale coconut curry. It's good as a side. I don't know if I think it's called it's a certain dish in a certain culture. I'm gonna look into that, because when I say it, I need to let them know what culture it came from, because I think it came from a Jamaican culture. They had some I forget what they call it though, but it tastes like kale coconut curry. So yeah, but it's Jamaican. And I have some plantains. I got some salmon. I got some quinoa. So just a chill day. But I want to encourage people to tap into the vibration of gratitude. Like, look around. What are you grateful for? You better start naming stuff. You better start I'm grateful for the headphones. I'm grateful for these peanuts. I'm grateful for this motherfucker. book. I'm grateful for, you know, the pink Himalaya salt. I'm grateful for this lavender. You know, I'm grateful for the speaker. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my mindset. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the mission. I'm grateful for the vision. I'm grateful for my heart. You know, I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful for the opportunities to even live in this life. I'm grateful for nature. You know, I'm grateful for the book I'm writing. I'm grateful for the purpose. I'm grateful for, you know, just start going in. And if you ever feel a certain way, start going in and see how fast and how you don't even have to go fast, but see how consistent you can be with how much things you're grateful for. Man, do that for, and I'm telling you to do something that I haven't done. I'm just saying, this is the message I'm getting, that a lot of times I get certain messages, and even in the book, like, I'll be writing stuff like, okay, this is what we need to do, this is what it is. And then I'm like, reflecting, because I'm so big on accountability, reflecting my life, like, dang, I could do that better. Like, I need to align better with what I was talking about in the book. So, I'm never to say that I'm like somebody that already has everything together. I'm just literally getting a message that I asked to have too. I said, I want to have my own message to give to the world. And I asked for that, and I just let that go. I didn't sit there and continue analyzing it, telling the universe what kind of message I want to give, and none of that type of stuff. You know, I'm just whatever resonates with me. So, yeah. So I asked for this message, and it's here. So, yeah. I forget what I was just about to say. But I had just had to remember that. Like, I literally did. I asked for that. And it's here. And it's big. It's big. And I'm willing to do whatever we need to do. And I don't want no problems. But I'm not taking no shit. You know, period. And what I mean by that is just, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into it. So, yeah, every day, just striving to be better. Striving for that goal, and I'm consistent with it. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. So, as I'm multitasking everything else in my life, and I'm grateful for that. So, yeah. I forget what I was just about to say something else before that. Just be grateful. Oh my gosh. The lack of gratitude is what holds a lot of people back. And imagination, and creativity. So, I'm so grateful. Period. Purred. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Grateful, 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 grateful. But look at what you like to do. Important to that. The beginning of the video was saying, would you want your riches to come from God, from the universe, from that power? And how you get that is by alignment with truth, with love, with purpose, with prosperity, and with honoring thyself. And what the flip side looks like when it comes to trying to gain resources to reach your goal, working hard or working smart. And I believe when it comes to the riches that the universe has to offer you, you need to be in alignment and you need to open yourself up. I heard the other day that it is in the human nature, which is weird. This is what it said. It was a book I was listening to. It said it's in the nature, and it gave an opinion saying it's weird that humans don't value things that are free. And I've known this. I felt this, you know? And I've said this with certain things. And I'm like, I love that. I do want to do that for free. you know. But at the end of the day, some people do, some people don't. I know I value some free shit. But yeah, so that's just another thing. And that, so that, I say that to say, like, make sure you're opening yourself up for people to send to you. Other than that, it would be just like random blessings, and I do believe that happens. I know that happens. But what's that? It's a certain alignment. It's when you do something in a certain way where things click and you start to pivot. And when you find that key, you want to hold that vibration. You just want to keep going. Because, baby, this is the new age, a new space that we're going into. And in this space, that's what it's about. Alignment with your greater good, with the best possibility. There's abundance of opportunity. And one thing that we're coming from is spaces where, damn, I just had it. Spaces where I want to say it's like transactional. It's transactional. See, it seems like it's coming from a transactional space to a reciprocal space. Okay? So reciprocity isn't always transactional. It's not always like, I give you this, you give me that. It's I'm giving and you're giving. And we're giving to each other. I see your need, you see my need, I see what I can give you, you see what you can give me. Because our hearts are open and we have that, so we can have those type of energy exchanges where we're not feeling hesitant, fear, we're not feeling like rejection, we're not feeling somebody gonna play us, we're not feeling we're gonna have to beat somebody's ass, we're not feeling like this. We're feeling trust, we're feeling love, we're feeling compassion, you know? So, yeah. And I don't know if I was gonna explain that like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start taking more ashwagandha though. Ashwagandha do be helping with certain things, because it's like my mind, the way it works, it like has, when I'm speaking, it has so many different things that I want to say, but I feel like I do good. I feel like I do good getting it out, but I'm hard on myself, and I feel like I could do better, period. And I will do better, and I am doing better every single day. So, but I like to get it out. So some people may have to have a little bit more patience, like a couple seconds, to be able to get to the message, because it's something that can help you, period. And if you don't feel like, you know, anyways. And I have like different thoughts, and it's kind of like, they call it ADHD. It's kind of like where, like, I can be having one thought really good, and then intelligent. Great way to articulate it when it comes out. But another thought comes in for a whole different shit. Like, oh yeah. And then I go to that, and it's like, oh yeah, that. So, even in my talking, my bad, it's basically, I was saying that, you know what, when I have those different thoughts, doing the video kind of holds me accountable to saying, keep that one thought first. And this is what my great mentor, Sister, said to me as well. It's like, you know, finish that thought first. And I kind of noticed it in other people that do videos too. It's like, can you complete a sentence? Can you complete a thought? So I'm grateful for that advice, and I just kind of hold myself, but it's like my mind jumps like that. However, I don't really use it as an excuse. Like, I can be better at it. I'm gonna work at it. That's how you get better. You work at it. You make yourself stronger. So with that being said, there's some other things I'm gonna be implementing in my life. Just holding myself accountable to certain habits and structures and like routines. I don't like routines. I just want to flow with life. However, I think it might be necessary. You know what I'm saying? But I will leave room to flow. But it's like, these things need to be done. And it's because another way that my mind works is basically like, if I know I have to do something, I don't want something keep telling me that I gotta do it. Because I know I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I got a call. So basically, I just don't like to be micromanaged. I can manage myself. Some people need it, and I can say in certain areas, I need it, obviously. So I'm gonna implement what's necessary in my life to make me better. And I'm also gonna tell you to exercise your mind. And that's just by like gaining information and actually like applying that information. So some people say, oh, you just need to read to exercise your mind. You can read, but you can also apply what you know, work towards being more creative in that, like work towards doing more things with what you have too. A lot of times I need this, I need that. You really got a lot of stuff you need to be grateful for, and you need to be able to figure out how you can utilize what you have to get you to the next level. Whether it's in your environment or in you or whatever, that you need to be able to evolve in order to evolve your life. So yeah. So just work on being the best you can be. And yeah, peace. I like this too. Oneness, peace. People like peace, like saying we're together, but we're a peace. But peace, I mean prosperity. I mean peace in your life. I'm wishing peace in your life. And this is the peace sign. So I like this oneness. Hold on, peace, love. How do you do the love? Okay. Peace, love, oneness. Yeah, peace, love, oneness. Y'all like that or no? It's a little bit extra, but it's kind of like, you don't have to be in a rush when you're leaving somebody either. Because a lot of times, peace, because it's quick, bye. But what about peace, love, and oneness? I appreciate your time and energy. Until next time.